Hospice of the East Bay is a private organization that sells clothes, furniture, kitchenware, and knickknacks to support hospice. Hospice is a place where people who are experiencing the last few weeks of their lives can be taken care of and get the type of help they need. Like John Locke says, creatures of the same species and rank should also be equal to one amongst another. Everyone should have the same right to be taken care of by hospice in the last few days of their lives. While working at Hospice of the East Bay, I sorted through all the clothing donations to find which items were good to sell and which had to be thrown out. I then hung the clothes to take out to the main floor. I would also price items, unpack and hang clothes that had been packed in boxes for different seasons, and tidy up the store. I learned a lot about the thrift shop while working there. I learned how much this organization helps people who are dying and supports people with cancer. I was also able to experience how much support hospice receives. They have tons of regulars that come in a few times a week. It is a place where its shoppers are treated like family and are greatly appreciated.
We take all our donations through either pickup, which is mainly large furniture, and then just what people bring into the store on a daily basis. They bring it through our front door. We ask them what they have. We take a look and make sure everything's in good conditions. We don't take certain items like toys because the law prohibits us to, because of the new lead policies and laws, and also the recalls on baby equipment. So we make sure it's something that we would be able to sell and make money for hospice. And clothes are all bagged and put into a bin and sorted through on a daily basis.
The leftover clothing, we have a man that picks them up, and then he processes them for rags. The better clothing goes to people in need.
If it's any glass, if it's chipped, we don't take it. Pots, if they're like really worn out, we don't take them either. I know that one of the things that people ask when we do pickups is if we want brand new things, but that's not really what we're after. We're just after things that we can actually sell to raise money for hospice. So that's what I would explain to them.
It funds Hospice of the East Bay patients. It funds their private nurses that come to their house. It's for people that are in the end stages of their life and are given just a month to a few weeks left to live, and they want to be in the comfort of their own home.
We get government funding. We're helped out on our medical side is where the government funding comes from. So it's generated by the patients that we take in, and the government obviously oversees what funds go where and make sure they're being used appropriately. So we definitely work with them quite a bit when it comes to our patients.
The Concord location is certainly the busiest. I've worked at all the stores, and we are constantly thriving. I think we're one of the busiest stores in Concord. Our parking lot is always full. We have a great customer base. We have lots of regulars that come in on a daily basis.
It's our largest store. We definitely store more things here like furniture, larger items. It's a little easier to do those bigger sales because we have more square footage in the store. It also has a great curb appeal with it being right on Clayton Rd. We get a lot of donations because of that, a lot of customers because of that. We also hold special sales here, like our tent sale. We put a large 60-foot tent next to the store, and we do estate sales next to it. Volunteers contribute a lot to our organization. We have many that help us in the stores, whether it's sorting product, researching items. We have volunteers that go out in public and help generate more business or knowledge about the company, so that some people who are in need know where to call. We hold the volunteer nights where we have volunteers come out and we kind of celebrate with a little dinner type situation, and they all get together and kind of celebrate what they do for us. So our volunteers help out quite a bit.
They help out so many people, and if you've never been there, I don't think you can understand the help that hospice gives to when you have somebody that's terminal in your family. They just do a lot. We have grief counseling after your loved one has passed. We also we have Anna's program that helps specifically with breast cancer patients, and I've used some of those.
There's many reasons why I think it is important, besides what the purpose of the whole, the company is for, it's helping out elderly people. And I think that's a really nice thing, especially since, sometimes there's a lot of people that don't have the resources to, get services, and, we provide it for free, so that helps them out a lot. So I think that's a really nice thing for us to do.
I think hospice is important just with what it does. It started years ago with a bunch of nurses in England that they got together to take care of people when they were nearing the end of their life. And that's what this company does. We help out people who are terminally ill so that they can be at home. Their grandson gets to come see them at their house, not in a hospital room. And that's why I think it's important, is because people actually get to have that dignity with being at home in their family.
I think it's important because it gives our patients that are receiving, their care at home, they're able to have their dignity still and be in the comfort of their own home, surrounded by their family and friends, and not in a starch hospital, and I think everybody deserves that in the last days of their lives.